I hope you can all hear me. Not that I think there's even anybody on at the moment, but we'll find out in a minute. I am looking to find here. There we go. So I can see the comments. So I have it set. Let's put that underneath so I'm not looking at oops, there we go. Then I can see the comments when they come in. So I'll just have my cup of tea while I wait for everybody to pop on. If you're here, let me know. I'm having a lovely cup of tea. I keep looking down at my iPad because that's where the comments will be if there are any. So it is Friday. I don't even know what the day is today. Oh, Friday the 11th of August. This is a Tobyknits Quilty Fun episode 44, I believe it is, which means it's all about the quilting tonight. But we talk about all kinds of other things in the meantime too, so, you know, yeah. Like the weather. Has the weather not been awful this past week? Do you know what? We were meant to be at the trailer the whole week. Bob had the week off, and we were going up for the trip, and it was lovely. The Friday, the Saturday, the Sunday we were up, it was lovely. And then Monday afternoon, it started raining, thunderstorms, the lot. And that went on for, well, it hasn't stopped. Today actually didn't rain, but the clouds outside look rubbish. So I'm pretty sure it's going to rain soon. Actually, I'm laughing at myself now because it tells me I have one person watching. And that's me. Because I have my iPad on here with it on. So I'm the one person watching myself. That's too funny. That is too funny for words. But I'll wait a bit longer. See who else pops in. Yes. If you're watching on replay, because you can do that, because it uploads to the YouTube and it's there forever afterwards, right? So, you know, you can watch it later, tomorrow. Like, you know, okay, so what time is it in England right now? Because they're 5 hours ahead, right? So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Most people are either going to bed or have gone to bed. And I think you're getting up in Australia, but I think it's pretty early in the morning there. So, anyway. Well, I don't want to open my box yet and show you what it is I've got till we have another person or so on. So if you're joining me, let me know. Because I have this to open. Yes, I do. And lots to tell you about. It's kind of funny because what was I watching before I came downstairs? Sweet Magnolias. Does anybody watch that? That's one of those shows on Netflix where you look at it sometimes and you think it's kind of nice, fluffy. Do people really act like that in real life? Anyway, but it's nice and fluffy when you just want to sit and knit and you don't really care what's on. You just want some background, you know, and it's a very pretty place that they all live. So, you know, it's all good. Well, I feel weird talking to myself. I really do, because there's nobody else here to talk to. I feel a bit weird. I can show you what we're going to make, though. So we're going to do, I've got a little schedule all set up of what I want to do going forward with my Quilty Fun Fridays. Not every Friday am I going to be able to do a video because I'm either going somewhere or, you know, life. But for the most part, I've got at least the next 5 or 6 weeks all set with what I want to do. And it's all in my planner. So the first Friday of each month, I'll be putting together the Carnival clue, because Carnival is the new Cotton Cuts mystery puzzle quilt. So I'll be putting that together on the first Friday. The second Friday is going to be the Village Green, which is the one I'm going to make this evening. And this one's almost over. We're on, I think this is block 7. So once block 7 is done, we've got 8, 9, and then 10 is the final one. So there's only a couple more months of that one. Then on the third Friday, I'm going to do the Design a Mystery from Fat Quarter Shop. And I've still have to catch up on the previous mystery, the 2022, which is beautiful. I've got 2 blocks left to do of that. Then I'm going to start Quilt As You Going it together. And the new one has started, and I've already made block 1. I showed you that a couple of weeks ago, I think. And block 2 came in the mail, which I've starched the fabric, so that's ready to go. So that'll be next week's that I will put together. And then the last Friday of the month, I'm going to be doing the Flash Fiction Mystery Quilt. And again, I've got 2 or 3 of them to catch up on because that just finished and the new one has just started. And I will have all links below to these fabulous quilts that you can look at, and their web pages, and all the information on possibly getting a discount. So that's the ones I'm going to work on for the next little while. And of course, in between, during the week, when I'm just here by myself, I might catch up on a few other things and show you those, just like I would normally with one of my podcasts. So that is that. So today we're going to work on the Daffodil, which is my colorway I am doing, and it has all the gorgeous, lovely little bears and Goldilockses and stuff on it. And I don't know if it tells me who it's by. No. Little Goldie by Clothworks is the name of the fabric line. And in our the first package we ever get, you get this, so keep it, don't chuck it away, keep it, because on the back it will give you the guide for the fabric that you're going to need, which comes all pre-cut for you. So this is what we're going to use and put together tonight. Now then, I've got my iron on. Because I don't have to cut anything, I don't need the rotary cutter. I do have Jack, should I need him. I do have some scissors. Not that I need them really. And I've got my instructions. So the first page of our instructions generally shows us what we're making. So we're going to make 2 identical blocks. These are all the fabrics we'll have and how many we have in our little kit. And then the second page is the instructions. Now I have already put together one of these blocks to show you. So here it is, the very first block. And this is what we're going to make. I always make one because it's quicker and easier for me to make one so that we're not putting both of them together. It doesn't take that long to put them together, to be perfectly honest with you, but I do tend to gab a bit when I'm doing this. So, you know, of course, right now I'm talking to myself because nobody else is on here chatting back with me. But that's okay. That's okay. I hope I've set the thing up right so that it's actually showing to the public and not to and not just to me. So anyway, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to do the other block for this one, which is our block 7, clue 7. So I'm going to do that. Then when I've finished making that, I will open up the box for Carnival and show you what's inside. So first things first. Machine is on. I've set it to 2. That's the stitch length I prefer to use. And I've got my 1/4 inch foot on. So that's all good. Let me turn you a little bit. So the first thing that we have to do on our guide is we have to put 2 triangles and a square together. We're actually going to make a square and a square. So I need to find all my pieces. And I need my guide to tell me what it is. So I need F, which is this nice big square with the little bears on. And I am going to attach C, which is this fabric, and I'm going to put them like that. Now you can't see that right now, so, no, you can't see that. Let me see if I can bring you down. You don't necessarily need to see me. There, that's better. Now you can see it. So here is my square, and I'm going to put them on either side like that. So I will bring this first one over and I will line up. Now, the great thing about cotton cuts is what they do for us is they cut all the corners off. If you can see that, they cut all these corners for us. And so when you line it up, you're going to have a little bit, and I'll show you, a tiny bit of the yellow in the corner showing through. And that is absolutely fine. So if you can see, there is a teeny bit up here of yellow showing through, and that's fine. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sew with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. So those have been sewn on, and now what I'm going to do after I cut my little pieces off is I'm going to iron these out. The instructions always tell us which way we're going to press. So I have my iron just here. So first I'm going to do my seams. Just set them, put the iron on to get it warm and warm up those stitches, and then press it open that way. Not open, but over, I should say. Press it over. Okay, so we've done that. So now what we're going to do is put these squares again onto these two sides. So this time when we line them up, you'll notice, because they've been trimmed in the corners, you will see, and I'll show you in a sec, when I have got them on, that because of the fact that they're cut, you can see now these edges fit perfectly to the side. So I'm just going to give that a quick sew. And this side. Where's my live chat there? Oh, there. Okay. Now remove the live chat so I can see it. All right, so now these also are going to get pressed out that way too, same way the other did. So set the seams first. If you're here, say hello. I feel like I'm talking to myself tonight. Okay, so I'm just going to snip all my bits off here. I've got all kinds of little loose. So there is this one done. Mandy's here. Hi, hon. I'm waiting for your next video, girl. Come on. So here is this square in a square. Isn't that cute? So we've done that now. So that was step 1 and step 2. So now we have to make some flying geese, which I love doing this because it's the easiest way ever. So I need a D. So what is my D fabric? My D fabric is this. Da, da, da. So here's our D. And then I need, what other fabric do I need? E. And E is these little chaps. And they're going to line up like that. Nicest way ever to do flying geese because, of course, it's all cut for you. So this one I will fold over and I will line up the edges here and the edge there. Let's get some more pins going. And I will sew this one first. was just telling myself, Mandy, the weather's been awful here. We've had all kinds of thunderstorms and tornadoes and oh, it's just been ridiculous. I don't know what's happening. So this one is getting pressed up that way. So I'll do the seam first, set the seam. Yeah, we had to come home from the trailer early because it was horrible, horrible, horrible. So there's our one side done, so you can see it. And now I'm going to pin the other side on. So fold it over, and again, I will line up this edge up here, right here, and the bottom edge. Pin those. And cotton cuts will ship anywhere too. They are American, but they will ship anywhere, I think. And it is a lot of fun doing this because it's a once a month thing. And it's all pre-cut. You just sit down and sew it the day it comes in. So there's that one, and we'll just press this one out. And there is my flying goose. How easy was that? No fussing and fighting with it. Okay, so we've done that. And now we're going to sew together a big bee. Now I have to be careful of my bee fabric because if you look, it's very similar on either side. So I have to make sure I've got the right side. And this has to go that way. And then I need this big D piece. And that's going to go like that. So this will get folded over. And again, we will match these little clipped corners on both sides. And we will sew them. Oh, you've had loads of rain. Oh, it's been awful here. I was talking to my dad today. He lives just outside Swindon. And he's always moaning and complaining about the rain and the wind. They get a lot of wind where they are. They're just not far from RAF Lynham. But, oh, it's just been awful here. Like, literally, I mean, gosh, have you seen Maui? Oh, I can't believe that. Like, I have never known anywhere in the world to have this many forest fires, ever. I mean, even we've had them over here, like in Quebec. Normally, not that I'm in Quebec, but it's across the water from me. But normally, there's forest fires, I think, usually in Alberta, and sometimes BC. But gosh, it's been absolutely awful. So now we're going to press this towards the D, which is the dark. So we're pressing to the dark. But we've had like forest fires in Quebec, which has floated over the smoke to where we live in Ontario, which seems to me to be bizarre. And like there was a few days I couldn't go out because it made me cough. So there is that one done. Yeah, I know. Corfu and Greece have suffered. You're right. Terribly from the... I have no idea what's going on. Okay, so the next little piece of our block. So we've now done this bit, this bit, this bit, and this bit. Now, normally you would be making two, but because I've already made one, I'm only making one tonight, but you would be doing two at a time. So now here's our last pieces, this little square with these cute little things on. So that's going to go there. And then we're taking 2 of the E, and that one will go there on the top. The other one, I always have to make sure I get this right, goes like that. So it still looks like a triangle. So I'll fold the top one down first, line up my edges there and there. I probably don't really even need to pin this because it's quite small, but I will, just to make sure it doesn't move away. But oh, I'm telling you, and we've never had this many tornadoes and things, hurricanes, whatever they are. I think they're tornadoes, yeah. Like, very, very bizarre weather. Because it makes me worry about the winter this year. Because we always have terrible winters with the snow. Okay, so that one's going to go there. I'm so glad they have pictures for me to follow. And that one's going to go like that. Last year, I don't think we had a very bad snow winter, which was great. It was cold, but it wasn't such heavy snow as normally we get. So I sure hope we don't get a lot of snow this year. Because with the snow, it brings all kinds of problems. Number one, driving is atrocious. And also the, what is wrong with this? Come on. There's a lot of accidents because people forget. The first snowstorm we ever have, people forget how to drive in the snow. And then, of course, now that doesn't look right. Let me see. Oh, it got tangled in the back there. Let me just see if it will press out. Yeah, people always forget how to drive. And then there's accidents, of course. And then, of course, when it actually melts, because our snow, it's kind of bizarre. So here's how that turned out. Our snow is bizarre here because what it does is it snows, and then it snows, and then it snows. And because it's so cold, the snow doesn't go away. And it keeps building up and building up and building up. So when I'm taking Toby for a walk, it's quite funny, really, because if you're on the other side, like there's snowbanks all along the side of the road, and you'll see me walking, but you won't see my dog because he's so little and he's down and on the pavement and the snowbanks cover him. People can't see him. Poor little guy. And I have to be careful because he doesn't get, his pads don't freeze. And he doesn't like those little, what do you call them things? Booties. Okay, so now our next bit, we've just done this. So now we have to attach this to this that we made earlier to make this block. So what I want to do is I'm going to lay that out with the B at the top there. And this is going to have the A at the bottom. So what I need to make sure I do when I'm joining these is I want this bit here to snug up to this bit here. So when I fold them over, I am going to find them. I'm going to poke a hole there. And then I'm going to poke a hole right in that little top corner with my pin, because that is where I need to sew it together. So then I'll line these all up, making sure my edges meet. And where is that? Like that. Now, does that look right to me? No. Move it over and move it over. There, that's better. And then I will pin that. And then I can pin this edge here. There. Don't you like my pins? My friend Brenda bought me these, and they're little, I don't know if you can see that, they're little trailers. They're the best things ever. And they're lovely because it's a long pin. I really like that it's a long pin. And then we'll do this side, match up those corners. There. And then we'll sew it. And hope that we get that little part and get them both together. And I'm going to do it the other way because I want to see, and there's, if you notice on the back here, there's this big chunk of mess there. So I'm going to clip it because that will go through. So I've just clipped these pieces here where we join the other two parts of the flying geese. And I'm gonna sew there. I'm super excited. Football season starts tomorrow. Yay! Liverpool play on Sunday. And of course, tomorrow morning, the ladies are playing England soccer in the World Cup. So I gotta get up early for that one though. I think it's like 7 o'clock in the morning. Absolutely not my favorite time to get up. Oh, we got a bunch of people on here. Let me just say hello. Who is here? Who have we got? We have got, oh, Mom and Pop Quilt Shop. Good evening from Nova Scotia. Oh, that's Mandy said hello to them. Where are you in Nova Scotia? Look. Let me show you something. Okay, wait. Look! I was there. My son lives just in Easton's Passage, which is the other bit. I have to put this back on. It's freezing in my basement. The others, he lives just past Dartmouth on in Easton Passage. Oh, I've never heard of that place. Isn't that funny? I've never heard of that place. Lions Brook. I'll have to look that up on the map. And then when I'm down next time, we'll have to have a little hello with each other. And I'll have to come to your quilt shop. Oh, so if you're wondering what I'm making, I am doing the Cotton Cuts Puzzle Mystery Quilt. And so which way am I doing this? It is going up to the B and C, so up this way. And it is a lot of fun because it comes each month and 20, okay, I think I know where New Glasgow is. It comes in little packages each month. And now there, see, I didn't quite catch it where I wanted, but it's awfully close. That's good enough for me. So now what we're going to do is we are going to join all these three pieces that we made, this piece, and this piece, and we're going to join them all together here. It's really pretty, and the fabric is gorgeous. It's a little goldy from Clothworks. Here's the first one I did, and I'm just making the second. So these are super fun. So now, what do we do first? Let's line them up. So this is going to go there. This one will go in the middle. like so. And this one will go there, like that. Okay, now I don't have to worry really about any seams or matching anything. So we should be good to go. I just have to put these two together. And all of these pieces come pre-cut. So it really is a case of sitting down and just sewing, which is what I love. Yes, we're actually coming to Nova Scotia. Well, I should say my daughter-in-law and my 19-month-old grandson are coming in 2 weeks. And they're staying here with us, the lovely Leo. And then 2 weeks after that, we are going to Nova Scotia to meet my dad, who's 91 this year, and flying in from England, because that's originally where I'm from. Not that you could tell, because I'm not using my accent. This is my Canadian accent. So he's flying in with my brother to spend a week in Nova Scotia so he can meet the lovely Leo and see his grandson, my son, Sean. So I will be in Nova Scotia. And then, of course, I will be back in Nova Scotia in, I just may as well move there, in November, because my daughter-in-law is having their second baby 2 days before my birthday. So I will be there to look after the lovely Leo. Yes, it's very exciting. So the instructions are telling me then I am pressing that way. Okay. I'm really not all that good sometimes with my instructions for pressing because I'm a little bit, what is the word? I don't really know my left and my right. Not that they tell you which is left and which is right, but I think sometimes I don't even know up and down when I'm quilting. I feel like the directional thing is very similar to, so there's that bit sewn together. And then we're going to sew this bit together here. And I'll make sure that's all lined up. Put my pins in. I am going to check you out, Mom and Pop Quilt Shop. I actually feel like I might have watched one of your YouTube videos because your name sounds terribly familiar. Do you go on Sew Becca's channel? Because I go on her lives quite a bit. And I feel like I might have seen your name before. I'm going to check you out. All right, here we go. And I think we're done. And how is this one? This one's going in. Okay, this is where I get all confused. Okay, so that one's got to go that way. So that means that has to be that way. So, see, now I never know where I'm doing. How do I make that? Oh, I'm doing it backwards because I can't figure that out. That's the bit I have a hard time with when you have to do it the other way. All right, and there's her block done. Yay! That's it. Awesome. Now I'll raise you up so you can actually see what I look like. Oh, there's my Liverpool calendar. Thank you. It is pretty. I love this fabric. I think I might have to give this to one of my grandbabies when it's finished. And here's the beauty of this. So this does not look like, neither of these look like a quilt block that we normally would think of, right? Which is the great part about it, because if you imagine a jigsaw puzzle, these are like our puzzle pieces, right? So I have no idea where that's going to go. So this is called Clue 7. So when we put this all together for clue 10, the instructions will tell us to take, I don't know, for an example, 1B and attach it to 7. And then 5 will attach to the other 7. I don't know, but something like that. It's kind of super cool the way it works. So now, because I don't want to get these all mixed up with my other clues, I will put it back in the bag that says clue 7, so I know where it is. Okay, so let me read some more of these before I show you the box that I'm going to unbox. Okay, so Mom and Pop, what is your name? Because I can't keep calling you Mom and Pop Quilt Shop. She is, yeah, she's a beautiful block. Mandy said, I'm making the Riverside Knoll quilt by Kim Deal. Oh, now I haven't seen that one. I'm going to check that out. I'm going to write these things down because by the time I get off this live, I need a piece of paper. Oh, here's a piece of paper in the bin. By the time I get off this, I forget to go back and read the comments again. So the Riverside, because this is what I love about these lives where you can all share, and you know, you may never have heard about the by Kim. You may never have heard about the Cotton Cuts Puzzle Mystery Quilts, right? So then it might be something you go to look at. And I've never heard of this Riverside Knoll, so I'm going to go look up that after and see if I like it. And Mom and Pop, oh, okay, Laura Lynn, hey, okay, Laura Lynn. So Laura Lynn says, once in a blue moon. Oh, you're on once in a blue moon when you're awake. Oh, that's right, because you're an hour later than me. Yes, I totally forget that all the time. When I am watching, when I'm going to call Sean and the lovely Leo and Miss Megan, my beautiful daughter-in-law, because I always end up calling them at the wrong time. Like Sean called me yesterday on his way home from work, and he called me and it's like 3:30. And I'm like, why are you calling me this early? He said, well, I'm going home. I'm like, oh yeah, it's 4:30. But I totally forget every time, you know. And then, so by the time I want to call him, I have to think, okay, what time is it there? It's like when I call my dad, it's like, he's in England, so it's like 5 hours. And math, you know, considering I quilt, math is not my favorite thing. So yeah, you plan to be on tonight. I'm so glad you did. Thank you for joining me. And Mandy, I can always count on Mandy. And so looking forward to seeing the final. Me too. It's so much fun. I'm not kidding. And Selena's on. Hello, good day. Now it's awfully early for you, I think, because you're in Australia, right? And okay, so tell me what time it is there, because we've already established. Right now it's 7:44 here in Ontario, Canada, and in England it's 5 hours ahead, right, Mandy? So it's, she should be going to bed. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, quarter to 1. Why are you still up? And then Mom and Pop, it's 10. What? Oh, 10:30 there in the morning. Yes, it should be 10:30 in the morning there in Australia. So yeah, it's not too bad for you now. And oh, 9:45. Oh, that's right. Aren't you Queensland area? No, I don't remember. I know you're just in, I know you're in Australia. Well, you missed all the fun. I did all the sewing. So this is what I did. I was doing the Puzzle Mystery Quilt from Cotton Cuts. Yeah, quarter to 1 in the morning. See, I knew that was how late it was for you. You should be in bed. And so I was on clue 7. And clue 7, we had to make 2 of these, one of which I made earlier. So this was our clues, our puzzle pieces that we made. Super cute. Look at the little bears. I couldn't even say that word then. And they're here too. And they're there. They're super cute. This one, does this one have Goldilocks on? Yeah, Goldilocks is there. in the corner of that one. Yeah, they're bears. Aren't they cute in the middle? And they're here. They're all over it because it's Goldilocks. So that's super cute. Anyway, so that's what I made tonight. I made one of them and super quick. It really was fast and furious. Here was the instructions that you got. Like really quick to do, which is why I love them, because I have that many projects on the go right now. And then of course there's always the knitting, because of course I'm knitting and designing sock patterns right now, but that's Mondays. We're not talking about knitting today. So how about I show you? I have no idea what it's going to look like, Selena, because it's a puzzle mystery. So what you do is each month you get, you want to try socks? I'll show you how to do socks. Super easy. I actually have a sock pattern coming out, which I bought the yarn in Nova Scotia. I bought it in Halifax. And so it came, every time I go on holiday, vacation for North America, I go and buy a sock pattern in a local, not a sock pattern, a sock yarn in a local yarn shop. And I always try to get a hand-dyed yarn from a local dyer to support them. And then I always want to make up the socks, usually while I'm there or on my way home or on my way there, because I don't drive. So if we're driving to Nova Scotia, I'm sitting beside my husband. I got nothing to do for 14 hours, so I knit. And so I always knit these holiday socks, as I call them, because then they remind me of my vacation when I get home. Yes, Win McMum has, in England, has tutorials. She does. So check her out, Laura Lynn. Yes, check her out, Win McMum. She's really good. So anyway, so I designed a pair of socks, and they're going live Monday. What is it today? Friday. They'll be live Monday on my Ravelry page, and they're free. They're free. And I made them while I started making them while I was in Nova Scotia at my son's house. And there's pictures that I took of it getting partially made, so you could understand what I'm talking about when you see the picture. And they're actually on his front porch and stuff. Or his back porch is on his deck. So anyway, that's kind of funny. So that's coming out, and it's pretty straightforward, and it's with magic loop. So that's that. And then I've designed a Halloween one, and that comes, because I dye yarn, so that comes with the yarn and a stitch progress keeper, and the pattern will be free for that one. But if you don't want my yarn, that's okay. You can use your own yarn or stash, and you can just buy the pattern separate. But that won't be out till October. Right now it's at Test Knitters. So yeah, so, but that's Monday's talking. This is quilting today. Fridays is always quilting, Mondays is always knitting. So, okay, so back to Cotton Cuts. So I am an ambassador for Cotton Cuts, and you can't get your head around magic loop. Oh, and I have a video tutorial coming up in my Halloween socks. There's video tutorials of how to do certain things, and I actually might put up on YouTube, because I did one for how to set up magic loop, how to start. So I could probably put that up soon and show you. I find it very easy. I'm actually making right now Christmas socks for a Christmas pattern I'm designing, and I'm doing them on DPNs. I haven't done DPNs for ages. I'm actually really enjoying them. I am. Anyway, so I am an ambassador for Cotton Cuts. And so they send me this, and I get to make it and show you what I've made. And I have a code that you can use, and my code is ANNECARNIVAL. Yes, I think that's what that one is. And you can go online to their webpage, and I'll leave all the links below after this has all been YouTubed up. You knit in the round using circular needles. Oh, do you do those 9-inch circular needles? Because I bought some 9-inch because I see a lot of people using them and they looked interesting. Oh man, I have a hard time with them. I think because I'm so used to Magic Loop and I'm so used to the space that now they're all on this little 9-inch circular. I have a hard time. So yeah, you can go and get, oh, you do, see? You're gonna have to show me how to do that because I can't figure that one out. So they do the, this box. So you can either sign up monthly, and again, if you use the code and Carnival, you'll get a free gift, I think, in your first package or clue. And or you can buy the whole year's worth, and you'll get a box like this. Oh, I haven't actually opened this. Okay, so okay. So the fabric that I got is this one. Yeah, drum roll please. Is this one. And it is Steampunk Adventures by Desiree Dessing for Quilty Fabrics. Never heard of them. But this is the fabric that it's going to be. And on the back of our page, we get the fabric guide. So this is always something. I've never made a quilt this dark before, so I'm super interested. They give you tips and tricks here. And if you're missing a piece, sometimes we get pieces missing, they'll tell you what to do. And then this tells you when the clues are going to be released. Because if you buy the year like this, you don't get any of the clues. You just get, each month they will send you the clue in the mail, in the email. They also send us these, which are super cute. And what you do with these is on the back, it's a coloring card. So you color this in however you want, and you submit it to them, I guess online. I don't think you mail this to them. And it's you have to send it to them by August the 15th, and you get a chance to win a prize. And then you can, of course, then use that block and make that block. So that's kind of cool. Then here is a little letter that I got in here, which says, this is their 14th Puzzle Mystery Quilt at Cotton Cuts, and they're so excited about the new design by our partner, Sheila Christensen. I think she's Australian. Do you know that? We are sure you will love the beautiful quilt you make. Please note that all the fabric needed for the PMQ is included in this box, numbered by clue. We will email you assembly instructions each month to complete each clue. Extra borders and backing will be mailed prior to the big reveal in April. So there's that. Then they sent this. And this is Flat Nancy. And what you do with her is when you have made your quilt block for that month, you take a picture with Flat Nancy beside it, and they're going to give away 25 gift cards to the shop. So that's kind of cool. What else did I get in my box? I got thread. Now I am guessing this is for me to quilt it with after, because it matches beautifully my colors. And I'm guessing this one, because it's bigger, is going to be to use to sew it together, which is super good because I don't think I have that color. I typically always use, it's a Gooderman, or sometimes I use, what is this one, Aurifil. I always use Aurifil 2000, which is like a creamy color. So then, look, there's all our clues. So there is clue 1, and they gave me some pens. So here are all the gorgeous bits of fabric. There's clue 2. And they're all pre-cut. 3, 4, 5. Oh, 5 has got this really lovely badge thing, embroidered badge. I wonder if that's to go on the back. I might put that in the back. Clue 6, 7. Oh, do you see what else I've got in there? Yeah, it's just like a monthly advent because we have no idea what it's going to be. There's clue 8. I'm going to open one in a minute and look at the fabric a bit better. 9. That's, and 10. Oh, I bet not show you 10. Oh, and then I'll open this one and show you this one. So this, I believe, is an oops kit. And what this is they send you this in case you make a mistake. Maybe you've put the wrong piece together. This is extra fabric they give you. And then this is clue 10, which is our borders. And it's got candy in it. I might have to open that and eat that. Let's have a look at this then. Okay. Yes, it's definitely, yes, it's already cut. Honest to God, Selena, it's the best thing ever. And yeah, and oh, she's gonna live vicariously. Girl, come every week, come every month and watch me, because I'll be sewing them up. Okay, let's look at this. Lovely fabric. Let's look. So this, oh, it's got people on it. Oh, do you know what this reminds me of? Look. What was the guy that built those bridges in Bristol? Kingdom Brunel, something Kingdom Brunel, Edward Kingdom Brunel. Back in the day. Love that. I have never worked with fabric this dark. It's going to be so much fun. See, this is more my stuff. I love this color. I actually have a thing right now about background fabric. I don't know about you, but I love background fabric, especially if it's got stuff on it, like little tiny flowers or white on white, something like that. Steampunk, that's what it is, yeah. That's what this is called. I don't know, I've not heard of it before. Look at that. Oh, look at that one. I so love that. Is this not going to be cool put together? Love that one. Those colors. I wonder if I can dye some yarn to match that color. It's kind of like a brown and an orange. And a, I'm getting carried away. Oh, and look at this orange. Oh, now this is the same as that other fabric. Yes, isn't that cool history? And it looks like antique fabric. It does. It definitely looks like antique fabric. And Laura Lynn said, I know of Thomas Telford. He built a lot of bridges. Yeah, no, it wasn't him. This guy, he built like a train bridge, I think. Like one of them big steel bridges over the River Avon, maybe. I'm pretty sure he's in oh, and then this one. Oh, this is the key one again, but it's in black. Oh, not nice. Love that. Love it, love it. And then the last one, oh, this is really nice. Look at this one. This is going to be such, yes, a tote bag would be absolutely awesome in this. If I don't use this stuff up, my oops fabric, I might cut it up and make one of them scrappy bags. Wouldn't that be cool? So that's very exciting, my little oops pack, and then all this. So I'm going to be doing, if you guys missed my plans for my sewing, the first Friday, Mondays is knitting in, Mondays is knitting, the first Friday of each month, I'm going to do this Carnival. So I will be doing clue 1 of Carnival. Actually, I'll be doing clue 1 of, yeah, clue 1 of Carnival. Then the second Friday will be, I forgot the name of it now, Village Green. So this one. The third Friday will be the Designer Mystery from the Fat Quarter Shop, putting those blocks together. And I will also be, I've got 2 blocks left of the 2022 to do. And you missed the key clocks. Oh yeah, my granddad had one of them. I think, I don't know whatever happened to it. I wonder if my dad's got it. I don't know, I'll have to ask him. So I've got 2 blocks left of the 2022 Designer Mystery. And then I'm going to quilt them together at Quilters Go. I've already got my fabric for the backing. This will be the backing fabric. Isn't that pretty? Nantucket Summer. I love that one. And then the last Friday of each month will be Flash Fiction. And Flash Fiction is another really fun thing to do. You get a block each month, and you buy your own fabric. So you stash, or they give you an idea. Let me show you the new fabric that I just got. Hang on a moment. So the new one starts, when does the new one start? Next month. And we had to just get 5 fabrics. So this is going to be my background Swiss dot. So again, see, I love this because and I love white. I'm typically a white. I like white. And then this is going to be the main color. And then I've got pink, because I thought the pink would go lovely with that. And the pink flowers in that. So then there's pink. And then there's a green, which is the same as that blue. So that would also go nice. And then a red. And this particular, so how this one works is they have a website you go on to. It's called Flash Fiction Mystery Flash Fiction Mystery Quilt. Yes. And I know I really like the green too. I couldn't decide if I wanted the green as the main color or the blue, but you know, I like blue. So what it does is you can go onto their website. So each month, and you get a chapter of a story, which is a bit of a mystery, I think. And I love mysteries. You get puzzles to solve, which you can win prizes for. You have to guess where somebody is that's got the quilt. How many of these have you got going? Puzzles, mysteries. You don't even want to know. And then you get a block to sew. Now I'll show you if you're interested. This is what I've done so far. This is the one that I just finished, but of course I haven't finished it. How many quilts have I got on the go? Okay, so I've got Designer Mystery 2022. Not put together yet, but will be soon. Started Designer Mystery 23, but there's only 1 block of that. Doing this Flash Fiction Mystery. Haven't put that together yet. The new Flash Fiction will start. 2 sets of cotton cuts. And I've got a really lovely quilt as you going. I don't know how you, whatever you call that. I'm also putting together a a quilt I made from fabric I got in Nova Scotia, and I've just got the borders to put on. But this is the fabric that I'm using in this one, and these are some of the blocks. And we got to learn how to do applique, which, you know, I'd done it, but, and this one, yep, this one goes that way. Not pretty. And oh, this one was tons of fun. This was foundation paper piecing. You have 8 on the go? Or have I got 8? Are you just counted mine, or have you got 8? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, maybe I have 7. There's other bins, but I'm not looking in them. Yeah, this one is the kitchen. Oh, me. Oh, okay, good. I was kind of worried then. Yes, this is the kitchen table one. Mandy said, I'm going to be recording vlog soon regarding applique. Oh, good. And different methods. Good. I like that idea, Mandy. And there's this one. Yeah, I think I do remember you mentioning that. And I feel like there was something else you said you were going to do. And I'm like, well, where is it? Come on. Where is it? And then we had to do 3 of them. And then a bunch of these little guys, because these are the filler blocks. And then this is the kitchen table. Goes in the middle. So this is a really fun one to do. Now this is very, because it's all, you know, and I can't even imagine when we got the instructions to put it together this month, of course I'm behind, I was like, oh, wow. But it's still in my head. I can't picture it properly, because with my colors, it'll be different to the ones they've done. But still, it's very cool. Now, the new puzzle that they're doing, which is called Beneath the Mossy Oak, I think. That one is more, what is the word? Traditional, old-fashioned, more, something like that. I don't remember that word. I'm trying to, you know, whereas this is a bit modern. I think the other one is more traditional. So, yeah, anyway. Yeah, so that's, yes, I do have quite a few on the go. And, yeah, I just love sewing, so it's fun. I actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes over there and 2 there that have unfinished quilts. You know? I get carried away. I see other stuff that comes up, and the minute you mention a mystery to me, I'm there. I'm there. So I need, this year I was telling myself, there you go, the 8th could be the scrappy one. I think you might be right. Well, I have Duck Duck Goose that I'd love to finish one of these days. That was a block of the month from my quilt shop in Addicted, just a touch, in Brockville. And that's really fun. And that's applique too. That was the first time I learned applique, but this one has given me more of a thing to do it. And then I've done a block of the month, but I have to put it together from the Sew Sampler box. Oh, I can't even tell you, I've got tons. But I've stopped beating myself up for not finishing some of them. It's just go with what you feel like doing, because otherwise nothing will get finished. like I've got one that I'm supposed to be making for Miss Megan. And I don't know why I call her that. She's actually married to my son. She's Mrs. now, but I always call her Miss Megan. And the fabric is gray. And it's like when you knit with black. I don't like the fabric very much. It's that chic, Zen chic. That's too modern for me. Too modern. And I've almost finished the bloody thing, but I've just got to sew together the last three blocks, because they're tall blocks. It's a weird pattern. I have to just sew the last 3 or 4 blocks together, and then I can put it all, and then send it to the long armor. But it's just, I don't like the color. It's just, you know. Anyway, I think I'm going to go because I've been yik-yakking to you for an hour and a half. So I now have a cold cup of tea. Of course I do. And I'm going to go upstairs, have another nice cup of tea, and sit and watch some telly. You are very, very welcome, Laura Lynn. I like that name. I just got to remember that's you the next time I see you on here, Laura Lynn. You're very, very welcome. I really love doing these, even though half the time I feel like I'm talking to myself at the beginning. But, you know, you can always watch replay too later, right? And Selena said, and you wouldn't enjoy it either. No, pressuring yourself. No, it's nice to do things at your own pace. I know I have to, otherwise I end up drowning in depression or hurting myself. Totally, totally. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's, you got to really like what you're doing, because otherwise, you know, and I don't get paid to do any of this. Like, I'm lucky Cotton Cut sends me their quilts for free to show you guys when I put them together. But that's about the only benefit I get from doing these, other than I really like it. Yeah. My mother always said I had the gift of the gab. Anyway, I am really going now. And I'm super glad you are on, Selena. I'm super glad you were on, Laura Lynn. Almost got that wrong. And Mandy, my Mandy's here. And whoever else is watching or watching on replay, thank you so much for coming in and having some time with me on a Friday night. And I look forward to seeing you Monday for some knitting, or next Friday for more quilting. You guys have a great weekend too. Okay, bye. Oh, I have to turn this off now. It's on my phone. I always get this mixed up because I'm looking at this and I'm looking at that.